Hey guys, I'm Willbender, and today I'll be starting a brand new segment that I'll be doing right here on YouTube, probably every week as long as people enjoy this type of segment. And this will be a Q&A segment. So what I mean by that is, people usually leave me a lot of questions in the comments on all my videos, and although I do answer them pretty soon after it's posted, I thought I would also make a video compilation of all of them so you guys have more of a Q&A session with me. And of course, I'll give props to all of the different people who come up with the questions, and they'll be talked about live on the air. So if you have a question at the end of this video, leave a comment down below. I will record it, and in next week's segment, it'll be answered live on the stream. No, not the stream, on the video. Yeah. Alright, so we'll go on over to our first comment here, which comes from Everything Media Blog. He says, can you tell me what level I need to upgrade to unlock all hero slots? And of course, this is a pretty popular question right now, since all those new heroes came out. So we go on over here to our Hero Palace. We click on that, we go over to the far left that says details with the exclamation point, and you can currently see that I have 16 hero slots. If I go over to more information, if I scroll all the way down, we can see the max level is level 25, and it can unlock 20 hero slots. So you need to be at that final level of 25 for your Hero Palace, and the maximum amount you can have is 20 hero slots. So how many heroes are there currently within the game is a good question. As we can see, I have 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15 heroes, and then there's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 in total. So we see that it comes out perfectly if you were to have every single one, including all your civilization ones. You can see I don't have too many left, so I do have to upgrade them pretty rapidly. And as we can see right now, mine's level 17. If I try to go over to level 18, with Bartholdi, those are my requirements to upgrade them. It starts getting pretty high, actually. So, Everything Media Blog, I hope that answered that question. Going on to our next one here, we have a comment from MUKS979, and if I butcher these names, I'm so sorry. He writes, or she writes, they write, will World Cup return soon? So the short answer to that is, yes, it will return. The long-term answer is, I don't know when soon is. It's at the discretion of Elix on when they want to post it, but think of it this way. Here in America, we finally started back up with baseball season, but for about 5-6 months or so, we didn't have baseball because it was in the off-season. Currently right now, the World Cup is in the off-season, but it will return, as all things do, because there is a lot of positive feedback about it. And as any business knows, positive feedback from its customers means it will return. So I guarantee you it will return, but until then, enjoy the Dragon campaign, which is currently going on right now. My alliance is currently doing that right now, and you can see that that the round's over, but the registration for the next one comes out in a little bit more than 1 day. So enjoy that until the World Cup comes back out. The next comment comes from Inyat Khan. Again, if I butcher these names, so sorry. Which reads, I have been looking for this answer, but so far no one has the satisfactory answer for HP. Can please draw some light on HP? How does it really help? Now, this is an excellent question, because as we all see within our battle reports, and I'm actually going to open one up right now. It might take a little bit of time to load, but when you do go into your battle reports, you'll see that there are 2 different types of defensive type stats. Well, actually, there's 3 these days, but there are 2 main ones that have been in the game for a while. That of which is HP and defense. More notably, if you look at your infantry, HP and defense, those are the big ones that really count when it comes to blocking all of your troops. So we're going to go on down here, and you can see right now that this one right here has infantry defense of 385, infantry health of 151. You see one's larger than the other one, but let's go ahead and define this really quick. HP, which is the health. You can consider this like the health pool if you ever play any type of MMO or anything like that. But you can consider that the health pool of every single one of your troops. It's their lifeblood. If it goes down to 0, that means that a troop has died. That's HP. The defense is the extra layer of protection that guards that HP from going down as quickly. So while this person has almost 400% infantry defense, if they had no health, they're still going to lose a considerable amount of troops because that troop HP did not really go up from a percentage, only the defensive layer that protects it. But HP goes ahead, if you have the percentages, it raises the base health of all of your troops. So that is the most basic way of looking at it. Like, for me, I have about 105% infantry defense. But let's go on over here really quick, and I'll look at my T10s. And you'll see here the HP is 42, and that's the base stat. If I had 100% HP, you could actually double that number right there. And the same goes with the defense. If you have 300% defense, you could actually times that 114 times 3, and that would be the stat for that as well. Now you can see how important it is to have the health pool or the hit points. Both are viable topics, but that is a basic rundown of the difference between HP and defense. You need them both, trust me. The next comment comes in here from which writes Afzael Alizi. I'm so sorry, I'm horrible with names, guys. He writes, which hero is best for wall, and can we use Christina's equipment to Selma hero? This is a two-pronged question, also a great question. So which hero is best for the wall? The answer to that is any hero that can go beyond the level 25 threshold and is outfitted with combat gear. So if I go over here, you see that my Bernard is my Guardian Knight. He's the one in the, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. My Bernard is the one in the walls right now, and he's also known as the Guardian Knight. If I go ahead and I look at my heroes, and I look at his equipment, we can see that he's rocking a 5-piece Arctic and 1-piece Asylum. Now that's obviously not optimal. Everything's a work in progress right now, but you at least want a hero that has combat skills, combat equipment, and can go beyond the level 25 threshold. And of course, you can put pretty much anyone. If your marching hero is Selma, you can put Christina in there. Likewise, if your marching hero is Christina, you can put Selma within your walls. It doesn't matter, as long as they're a strong, outfitted hero that goes beyond 25. The second question here is, can we use Christina's equipment on Selma? So I'll give you guys a brief idea of what he is talking about. We have to go over here to the blacksmith, go into forging, equipment sets, and then the second tab, which is reform. We see the Queen's equipment set. That is Christina's personal set. If you look below where it says attribute preferences battle, you can see right below it says an exclusive equipment set for the Queen of War. The equipment set only takes effect on the Queen of War. So, the question of can you use Christina's equipment on the Selma hero? Yeah, you can, but you won't get the set bonuses. Like, you won't get the infantry attack by 55%, you won't get the accelerated cooldown on the Queen of War, and you won't get the cavalry attack at 65%. The other stats will take effect. It's the bonus set that does not take effect. So never get that mixed up. Always want to put that on your Queen of War, and don't make it unless you do have a Queen of War, which is Christina. A very good question there. Our next one comes in from Milland Wander, which writes, how to unlock Prosperity set, Life set, and Bachelor set in Blacksmith, please. Say to me, brother. It always says to me that it can't be forged. Please help me, brother. And he's absolutely right. If you go over here again, over here, into your equipment sets, and we scroll all the way down, we'll just pick the first one that we see that comes up, which is the Prosperity set. If I click on this, it says, I'm going to circle it right here, it says can't be forged. And if I click on it, it only gives me an option to buy the current set. So if I click on that, I get a gray version of it. There are other times where they offer green versions and blue versions. But there is only two ways to obtain these pieces. First of which is to buy them, as you can see here. The second of which is if you have one of these events, which is conveniently going on right now. If I go over here into the Festival Carnival, it's always called Festival Carnival with a different theme, you can see that with the token items, I can get any of these green pieces up to 2 times. The same with the Prosperity set, which is another one that he was wondering about. These are only purchasable through money or through the Festival Carnival in-game tokens, as of right now. That might change. So as of 4/2/18, which is our current date, that is what is happening right now. Luxury store, if you went and bought packs, you can upgrade to the blue set. and you could purchase those. So that's the only way to make those. If you get a whole bunch of these, like if I bought one of each of these life pieces in green, I could synthesize 4 of them into a blue piece, and that's the only way to get higher into the purple, orange, and the gold realms, which is very hard to get. But happy grinding if you do want to get those max pieces. Some of these are amazing, especially the helm, which I believe there are not many pieces that have hospital capacity when it comes to the helm. So you want to kind of upgrade that one first. So that was that comment. The next one comes in to us from Tarj Syed, which writes, in case of change of civilization, do you keep the research of the spirit of ancestors and the characteristics of research? Effective or cancel? This is a question I wish I could answer him. So that's a very good question, and one that's asked within my alliance quite a bit. You'll notice if I go over here to my Ancestral Spirit, I'm currently in the Yamato, and I have all of these guys illuminated, about to get my respect attack on here. If I go over here to my Viking, which I'm currently not in, you see that I still have those points allocated where I put them. So the answer is yes, if you switch civilizations, you get to keep all of your progress on your Ancestral Spirits, which is why a lot of top-notch players have been taking advantage of this. There was a festival carnival where you could switch civilization without losing any of your reputation. That was really cool because you didn't have to start over from scratch. You can see that my Dragonborn, one of my weaker ones, but I'm also working on that one quite a bit. And the Huaxia, which is my weakest one, if I can get this to move on over, is my weakest one currently, and I am trying to get higher. There are tomes that allow you to allocate reputation to a certain civilization without being in that civilization. That hasn't come out for a while. About a month and a half ago it was happening, but make sure you allocate them to the place that you want to get deeper into, because getting all 4 of these Ancestral Spirits maxed out to at least level 3 is amazing for your stats. So get that going. Hopefully that answered that question there. And the next one here comes from us from Saxium XX, which writes, when I'm attacking, my best hero for attacking is Bernard. Should he be appointed when I'm attacking, or should I send him with my best march? And this is also a question that comes up quite a bit, actually. So the answer to that is, if you are attacking a castle, if I were to go out here into my castle, as you can see, we're currently having a Black Knight event. If I were to attack, let's say this little guy right here, Peace Shield's not going to break, I would want to send my hero into the march. If you want the stats to be shown in your battle report when you're attacking, you have to send that hero marching. The other one was, should I appoint him? The only reason why you'd want to appoint a hero for battle stats is to place him within your wall, like we were talking about earlier. That way, if someone attacks you, those stats on that hero are calculated into your defense. So even if you have a great marching hero, if you're being attacked, that marching hero, if he's not inside your walls, will not be calculated. Only the ones that are calculated within the walls will be calculated. I said the word calculate 5 times, but you get the point, I think. So that's another very good question. This next one comes to us from Gotham M, which writes, hey friend, please suggest the best gold buying package to buy. I didn't read that right. Please suggest me the best gold package to buy. That was correct. All right. So usually I don't really advocate buying too much, since it can get pretty ridiculous. But if you do want the best bang for your buck, the current best one to buy for gold is actually right now happening, the Triple Gold Madness sale. So it gives you 90,000 gold off the bat, but then it gives you all of these great items: 4,000 prestige badges, 30,000 crystals, lots of dragon grapheme stones, research stones, popularity, plethora of speed ups, which is really good, and the max level resources times 40. This is the best value pack to me. There is another one that gives pure gold, I think it's called the King's Reinforcements. Gives you 30,000 gold, and then all of these items that you see me scrolling around is just gold. It ends up being about 300,000 and change gold. So if you want pure gold, go for that one. You'll notice it. Like I said, when you scroll around, you'll only see gold. And if you want the best value, this one, the Triple Gold Madness, is the one that I suggest. So, great question. Happy to have answered that one. Next one comes from us from Aaron M, which reads, can you please tell me which troops will give Lord power faster? Oh, that was another game. Probably gonna cut that one. So this next one comes from us from Arun M, which writes, "Can you please tell me which level troops will give Lord power faster? I have P5 Castle, but I am just 11 million power. Suggest me to improve Lord power." So a lot of things will increase your Lord power. Scientific research, occult research, upgrading your buildings, equipment even, that's attached to you. All of these will give you extra power. But if you're asking about what troops will, which is the best way to get your power increased, the higher level troops will give you the highest power ranking. So T11s are the best ones to do that for, although I wouldn't suggest making those in mass until you're very strong. Then you obviously your T10s, and going in descending order will give you the max power boosts. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty much as simple as that. There's no more explaining after all that. And this last one comes for us from King Kong, which writes, "How much money you spend to shield and upgrade for the rest of your life?" Of the which I said, I guess that's up to the National Treasury and how much money they want to keep printing. So, and that's not too far off from the truth. Clash of Kings is happy to take your money if you're willing to give it to them. But that was 10 quick comments right there. As I said, if you have a question that's burning on your heart and you want me to answer it live on a video on YouTube, leave it down in the comments below. I will record a whole bunch of them and probably put the first 10 that I see or so within the next video. If it becomes really popular, I might go beyond the 10. But anyway, I hope this is informative to you guys. Thanks a lot for watching. And until next time, guys, I will see you on the battlefield.